audio. Speak, Anna.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me now?
I can. I just need to extend a cord. We have audio. We just need to extend a cord on my mic. That's all. Just need to extend a cord on my mic. Yes, but you hear poorly. It's Nat.
We're good?
You don't hear it clearly. You hear Nat's. Oh yeah, I'm sure this is why you.
This one's still on. Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. I understand. All right, Julia, I think we're just going to skip the introduction, right? All right. I'm Hannah Markley. I am here at the Mayday Movement Impeachment Action Center. Mayday Movement is a 100% volunteer grassroots organization that started with a bunch of people online who thought that a 24/7 push for impeachment right outside the nation's capital.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did that. We will now go back to the webcam.
Are you streaming, Dave? Do you have an account that can? Okay. Is that? Is it still streaming? Can people on the phone see it?
It's fixed. We're up. We are actually up. And that's the truth.
All right. From the top. I'm Hannah Markley. I'm here at the Mayday Movement Impeachment Action Center. The Mayday Movement is a 100% volunteer grassroots organization committed to one goal: impeachment and removal of Donald Trump because he's unfit for office. We are just a group of folks who had a collective goal and shared a vision of how we might get that done. We are not in any way led or funded by any particular group you would have heard of before this. We are just regular people who are upset trying to solve a problem. When people come to Washington, D.C., they come to see the sites, and we think that being here gives us an opportunity to reach a lot of Americans who are here because they care about their government. And that's been proven true as we have been here day after day with hundreds and hundreds of people stopping to sign declarations of support for impeachment of Donald Trump. We take those declarations straight over to the Capitol and we deliver them in person to representatives to let them know that not only are their constituents in favor of this, but people are here making sure they hear about it. They are not going to get away with not doing what their constituents want because we are going to push them day after day to do the right thing. This movement did begin with one person having an idea on Reddit that got a lot of us excited, doing this together. But that person, Peter Stinson, was the original idea haver. He has not been the executor, and that is not his skill set. We have been running this as a group since he had the idea in late February, and since March, we have been doing this pretty much as a team. In April, he withdrew from leadership, and since then, we have all been taking roles that fit our skill sets. He has become a regular attender and has been around, but he has not been in a leadership position since then. But his idea was a good one. It was how we are going to make social change. Peter's idea to get us out here to press Congress was a really good idea, and we are still executing on that. And the reason it's working is because there are millions and millions of Americans who want this. There are millions and millions of Americans we all saw last weekend come out declaring no kings. We will not put up with that. The American people deserve better than that, and they came out and demanded it last weekend, and they're going to continue to do so until it happens. In fact, through our work, several Congresspeople have come forward to say that they proactively support impeachment. Several Congresspeople, 16, are now actively pushing for the impeachment and removal of this unfit president. We are moving the needle. Congress is starting to hear the voters. We see ourselves as a funnel to make sure that the voters go directly where their voices need to be heard. I want to make this clear. That's what we do. We do not do violence. We do not do rage. We do not do intimidation. What we do is persuasion and civil outreach, because that's what's going to work. Americans are better than this. They are making this decision to oust him, and all we have to do is get their congresspeople to know that their people are pushing for it. It is not okay to use violent rhetoric, but that's a two-way street. Violent rhetoric should not be coming from either side of the aisle, and I think that we can all agree that there have been some things said about some very fine people that led to some pretty brutal outcomes. We do not accept violent rhetoric. We do not use violent rhetoric. And if you go through the May Day movement's history, you'll see we've been here 24/7 for 6 weeks, almost 7 weeks, and have had no negative interactions with police or anyone like that. We have proven our peacefulness. We have proven our efficacy, and that's why we're here. We raise our voices. We do not raise our fists. We are here to adhere to the Constitution and uphold the rule of law. Thank you. If you have any questions, I can take a couple. I don't know how much time I have, but yeah. You know, allegations are allegations. We don't actually know very much based on those documents. It's an affidavit, and also, as far as I'm aware, there hasn't actually been a charge yet. There's only been the affidavit that came out, which is only the testimony of the FBI. Everything feels persuasive in that first punch. I think that we'll see what comes up in the trial as the defense has its say. I am not a criminal or threat law expert. I personally do not use that term, although I think that we have all seen it used in contexts that prove that it is not inherently violent. We've seen it used by lots of people over decades in totally fine ways, the term 86, I mean. But I can't say what the courts are going to think about it. All right. Yeah. The Peter we know only talked about nonviolence. The Peter we know only talked about persuasion. The Peter we know is not only opposed to violence, but also opposed to civil disobedience, anything illegal. He has been incredibly law-abiding, thoughtful. He likes to walk around with an umbrella with signs on top so that people can see it. He has not been in any way threatening. I don't even know what his Reddit name is. Thanks. All right, I gotta go. Thank you all.